Continuing on with guitars I have for sale. I've built a lot of guitars on spec this year. No one really knows who I am. I'm learning a lot as I go, and I'm not really soliciting commissions. I'm just building guitars that I think are cool, and I might just continue to do that. I don't really, I don't really want to build stuff on like commissions where I have to build something that I'm not really super into, or I just want to build like a really cool guitar and you pick it up and play it and you're like, this thing is awesome and you want to keep it. So anyway, this is my 2025. I'm calling this the Big Bouche. This is a Selmer style guitar. It is inspired by the classic Selmer Macafieris, but it's my own version of that. And my intention is that this is a more versatile guitar than the Selmers, which do one thing very well, which is play like gypsy jazz music, and are not, I don't think, like a crazy versatile guitar. This guitar, I want you to be able to play gypsy jazz music at a high level and make all the gypsy jazz sounds, but also be able to play whatever else you want on it. It's a really good acoustic instrument. It has, I think, a bigger tonal range than a traditional Selmer. And I guess you'd have to figure that out for yourself. But I feel pretty confident in saying that it's a really great sounding guitar. I hope I can make guitars that sound as good as this one because this one kills. So let's just talk about what it is. This is a Sitka spruce top, and then it has a beautiful walnut back and sides, American walnut. The neck is made out of American cherry. I have a V-joint in the neck, which is definitely not traditional, but I like it for a number of reasons. And then the bridge, I believe, is Wangi, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it's ebony. I'd have to check on that. I don't put the mustaches on, the traditional mustaches that you'd see on a normal Selmer guitar, because I just can't see adding additional weight to the top for no reason. I mean, there is an acoustic effect from that, and I don't want it. I may put really thin ones on at some point if I want to make a more traditional looking guitar, but this isn't a traditional looking guitar, so no mustache for me. I have the traditional tailpiece on here. And this oval hole is something I came up with on my own, but obviously there's the big hole Grand Bouche Selmers, but this is my own design here. So this is a three brace guitar instead of a traditional Petite Bouche is a four brace guitar. This is three braces. They're braced on the lighter side, and the top is slightly lighter. So it gives, I think, a warmer, I should say warmer, a more tonally full sound. Little less on the high end, which on those heavily braced guitars you'll hear pretty pronounced, and more bass and more mid-range. So it can bark and can make the sounds that you expect from a gypsy guitar, but it just has a larger variety of tones. The neck is adjustable with this little set screw right there, and you can see that in another video, I think. And the neck will tilt back and forth, so you can put the action at whatever you want. The cool thing about that, it's more than just the action, but you'll hear the guitar change significantly in tone when you adjust the neck. It's not just that the strings feel different, but the sound of the guitar changes, and exactly why that is, I don't really know, but it's noticeable. So you can kind of dial in a tone as much as you can dial in an action. It has a truss rod there, which is, the adjustment is not traditional there, but I really like a neck truss rod because it's just easier to adjust. You do need a tiny little Allen key, which I can supply you with. These are Schaller tuners. What else? Again, this guitar, like all my other guitars, has structured sides, which means that the sides are about 6 millimeters thick. They're built like around a kerfed core, and that makes the top sort of independent structurally of the sides. The sides are stiff, and they have their own rigidity. They don't need the top, and so the top can be a little bit thinner and still have the same kind of structural integrity than it would if it was on thinner sides. And the principle, I think, is calling it like a like a drum head, basically, like the snare drum. So a snare drum has a very stiff rim and then a flexible membrane. Same with this guitar. So that's it. I can honestly say that I really think this is an extraordinary guitar, and I love it. I will be sad to see it go. I'm hoping that I continue to make guitars that sound as good as this one because I think this is great. I got very lucky with some early experiments that I made that seemed to work. Kind of almost accidentally made a great guitar early on that was kind of ugly but sounded amazing. And this one is sort of a refinement of that. And I hope to continue to make ones that sound as good as this. But anyway, this is for sale.